When she just arrived in the 1980s, she had to make up the extremely ugly mayor's wife, but she was immediately questioned by the wife. The mayor's wife was so angry that the woman quickly claimed she would turn the wife into the most beautiful woman. Unbeknownst to her, the woman came from the 21st century. A few days ago, as the president of Xingshi Group, she found out that her husband had a problem with her best friend and got angry while driving, causing an accident. When she opened her eyes again, she found herself in a completely unfamiliar world, with a handsome young man lying next to her. Just as she was about to think about it, her husband suddenly entered with people and accused her of cheating. It turned out that just half a day ago, Wan Hong was drugged by her ex-husband and then thrown onto the bed of the factory director who was hiding his identity, along with the daughter of the deputy factory director, to create evidence of her infidelity so that they could get divorced and marry the daughter of the deputy factory director. But when Wan Hong realized she had time traveled to the 1980s, she wasn't afraid of being scolded for divorce. She directly went to the civil affairs office with everyone, divorced her unfaithful ex-husband, and married the man who was the factory director right away. However, when she arrived at her new husband's house, she found that the family was so poor that they were eating bran and vegetables. Her first thought was to go to the chicken coop and catch some chickens to make delicious spicy chicken wings and fried chicken burgers. But when she caught the chicken, she accidentally fell down and returned to her original time. Seeing the time portal in front of her, she cautiously reached out and discovered that this door could connect 2 times. At that moment, she felt a strong sense of wealth. Her first thought was to bring those beautiful clothes, luxurious jewelry, and cosmetics back to the 1980s, so that she could become a rich woman. Meanwhile, her husband had someone make a new outfit for her. But when she entered the house with the clothes, she was surprised to find a strange man in her house. After looking for a while, he realized that the sexy beauty was actually his newly married wife. After crossing the time portal, the woman also brought her husband a high-end suit. When the man wore it, the modern woman was so tempted that she almost drooled. She had always thought her newly married husband was poor, but she didn't know that he was actually the wealthy director of a jade factory. He had disguised himself as a worker to investigate who was selling jade from the factory. Fortunately, Wan Hong was a senior designer at the jade factory. She had believed that with her ability to cross time portals, she could lead her husband to a better life. But before she could even start, she was already tricked by the daughter of the deputy factory director. In order to participate in the city's jade design competition, the new female colleague took advantage of the previous incident where Wan Hong was caught cheating and manipulated the system to replace her as a senior designer. Wan Hong had been preparing for this competition for a whole year and needed to get her job and participation rights back. After returning home, her husband was still worried about the competition spot. But the woman pulled out a time-defying weapon, which clearly stated that the mayor's wife loved to be beautiful. If she could handle the mayor's wife, adding another competition spot would be possible. Thinking of this, the woman wanted to use modern cosmetics to win over the mayor's wife, and her husband supported her, digging out a small treasure chest he had hidden for half his life. To her surprise, not only did it have money, but the container for the money was also valuable. The next day, the woman traveled back to the modern era with the antique and sold it at the antique shop for a total of 50 million. With this huge amount of money, she bought a large number of luxury cosmetics and returned to the 1980s.